So it's the year 2020. Happy New Year's to you. You saw the title already. I thought I'd prep for the year 2020 with a month of journaling. And honestly, it ruined my life. And maybe I can inspire you to try journaling for yourself by the end of this video. So let's get started and talk about that.
Really, dude? You're vlogging?
Yes!
So I've always been a self-help nerd. I learned how to meditate at the age of 20. I grew up in a religious household and I trained to be a yoga teacher on accident in college. I thought it was a yoga class, but it was a teacher training class. It was cool. It was fun. And although I don't subscribe to any specific religion, I'm using the year 2020 to be more open to my spiritual side because honestly, I'm kind of miserable pretending like there's no God or there's no purpose to life. And you know, who's to say that there is, who's to say that there isn't? I'm gonna explore the side where maybe there is something because my whole life I've kind of subscribed to there's nothing, and that's hard. I'm a Pisces. I need some reason. Let me have this, please. While journaling isn't specifically a spiritual practice, it is considered a beneficial habit to include into your life to declutter your mind and let go of your emotions that you're holding on to. This goes back to Greek philosophers. And if there are two things that I desperately needed going into 2020, it was a decluttered mind and to let go of my baggage, because 2019 was rough, my dudes. I've tried journaling in the past. However, I found the process of going to Target or Barnes & Noble and searching for a fancy journal more interesting than actually journaling itself. To be honest, I didn't really know how to journal. Like, no one actually teaches you. I thought you just like sat down and logged your day, and that was kind of boring to me, to be honest. It felt like another chore. I was like, why have another chore? So yeah, I never enjoyed it, and I ended up quitting every single time. However, late November of 2019, my relationship with journaling shifted. I stumbled across a method called morning pages. It was introduced by the author of The Artist's Way, Julia Cameron. And the morning pages method sparked my interest because it's a stream of consciousness way of journaling. And there's like a physical book that you can buy to help you get started. However, there's a ton of YouTube tutorials that help you start for free. So that's what I did. All you need are three things. You need a composition book, which is like $1 at Target. I fucking love Target if you can't tell. A writing utensil. I personally love these G210s. My mom used to use them when I was a kid, and I was like, these are sick, Mom. I'm gonna use these too. And lastly, you need an honest heart / open mind. Okay, 4 things, and you need 15 to 30 minutes. And you press start and you just go. How to do it. So for 30 days, I added morning pages into my morning routine, which is essentially getting woken up by my cats and then making coffee and avoiding social media until 12 p.m. because it drives me fucking crazy. So find a comfortable place to sit, maybe outside or your desk or your couch, wherever you can just avoid distractions, aka your phone, because this is your sacred time, all right? This is you time. And open up your composition book and get going. You fill out 3 sides of paper, no more or no less. Apparently that is the perfect amount of pages to sweep your mind, as they say in the morning pages cult. It's a cult. I joined a cult. So those 3 pages will help you declutter the messiness just going on in your head first thing in the morning. Don't check your phone. Don't do anything. Don't talk to people. Just go straight to morning pages after you do whatever you have to do in the morning, whatever that is. But go straight to journaling. Add that in like the first 3 things you have to do. And what I loved about this is there are really no rules besides just keep writing, right? So I could be complaining about something to mid-sentence switching it up to enjoying the weather, to the next sentence being about some childhood trauma I'm trying to let go of that I didn't even think about, or a new business idea. It's amazing. It just keeps going. It's whatever you're thinking. So the only rule is there are no rules to what you can write. You just have to write those 3 pages. And here's the catch. Your morning pages should not be shared with anyone else. You can tell people that you're doing it, but these are for your eyes only, because you can write some really dark stuff that maybe you don't necessarily mean. Like, people have talked about contemplating divorce or their own life and stuff, but it's not something that they're actually going to act down on. It's just a negative emotion that they have to kind of get out there and look at on a piece of paper and analyze and think about a little more and dig deeper as to why you might feel that way. Because we've all had dark thoughts. The purpose is for you not to feel judged for any of those things. So shred your pages when you're done, or burn them even if you're gonna be a dramatic little bitch. Just kidding. I'm joking. I burned mine before, and no, I didn't. Or you could just like put a lock on it, or lock it up somewhere, and just, you know, maybe just write on top of it, "Don't look." So that's how to do it. But how did it affect me personally? Why am I making this video? Why am I saying it ruined my life? Because that's quite the statement, clickbait, but statement, and it's true. I have to say it did ruin my life, but in a good way, in an unexpected and good way. And even after the first day of writing, I felt better. I felt lighter. I felt like I could navigate my life in a new, less cluttered way. There were times when, of course, I'd forget to do it because it's a new habit that I'm trying to build. So I would just do it at night, or I would do it twice the next day just to kind of even it out. But I would do it every day that I remembered, which is most days. Even when I struggled to meet the 3-page amount, which is kind of a lot, I always just felt better and more clear afterwards. A bit more myself even. And after 2019, which was one of the hardest years of my life, I lost a relationship, some friends, my company's growth just died, my grandmother got diagnosed with cancer, and I lost my way. So finding even a little bit of myself through this practice was like striking gold. So I kept going, and it felt good. That's what she said. So I have to admit, I missed like an entire weekend, but once I got home and dove back into my journal, I had a breakthrough, which kind of led to a breakdown. I came to a realization that I wasn't prepared for at all. And this is the part where I say journaling kind of ruined my life, because a singular thought popped up into my head that essentially is going to change my life path. You see, for the past 4 years, I've been chasing this dream of becoming and being a freelance photographer and digital artist, right? I worked so hard for this. I slept on my friend's floor. Shout out to Sean and Anthony, gang. For an entire year, you know, I worked like minimum wage jobs just to kind of supplement this and get it going. And then I could finally dive into it. I moved to LA. I was traveling all over the place, working with friends, collaborating and working with companies, hosting meetups, and I met a ton of you, which was incredible. I was just living the dream. But I guess what I'm getting at is I'm not happy doing that anymore. Like it's not enough anymore for me. And I've had this unsatisfied feeling for a while. And this is the first time I'm saying it publicly. There's always just been this little voice in my head telling me that photography isn't my everything. Or it's not my end destination, I guess, because it was my everything. But photographer is a title I'm probably going to let go of. At least it's not going to be my main title forever. And I don't think I would have had this realization as soon, if not at all, without journaling. I might have just gone on and not really have evaluated my happiness or my life the same way, and maybe I wouldn't have come to this conclusion. So anyways, what I'm trying to get at, so I can get this back to you, I'm trying to encourage you to try journaling out for yourself. If you're feeling lost, if you're feeling discouraged, if you feel like you need motivation, if you feel like you don't know who you are, if you're holding on to some emotions that you don't even know what they are, but you feel stuck, try journaling. Try this method of journaling. It's really cool. It's really fun to actually like dig deep and figure out what the hell's going on in yourself, because I hate being stuck. Ugh. I'm an avid therapy user and fan. However, that's super expensive, and this is a very easy thing to just break into and do, not instead, but at least before, to get to know yourself. So in conclusion, for all my subscribers, I'm not saying there won't be any future photo tutorials or photography related videos. That's not true at all. There will be. In fact, I just released a Photoshop editing course, which will be linked in the comments, and you can use the code YouTube2020 for a 40% discount on that bad boy. And I'll keep that going for a while, because if you ever want to learn specifics, just grab it. That's very cheap. But 2020 is the year to explore other interests. Maybe I'll vlog adventures or whatever, but I'm just gonna try a lot of things and explore myself and really hone in on this YouTube thing. All I want you to know is that I'm happier with this decision, and if you don't want to be here, that's totally fine. Unsubscribe. I understand. However, if you stick around to see where this thing is going, thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. I hope this video helped you in some way, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, you are loved.